BYD is China's largest producer of electric vehicles, and we are here today at the BYD Dream Day experience, where we are going to get a first-hand look at a lot of their most advanced technology. In fact, we're going to be here in Shenzhen all week, and in addition to this, we are also going to be test driving a bunch of new BYD vehicles, so be sure to stay tuned. In the meantime, let's get started.
Welcome to Wheels Boy, where we cover the newest, coolest, and wildest vehicles from the Chinese car market. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Beside me is the all-new BYD C-Line, a vehicle we first saw debut at the Guangzhou Auto Show late last year. Now, this is going to go on sale in China this year, followed by the European market. Don't know exactly when as of yet. This particular car, we're only able to look at the outside, not the interior. So I'm gonna wait until we can get a look at the entire car at the very least before we do a full video. But again, stay tuned because we're gonna drive this year. There's one vehicle you're going to hear me talk about quite a bit at the BYD Dream Tech event, and that's the Wang U8. That's because the Wang U8, and indeed the Wang brand itself, is the halo brand for BYD, so of course it's going to feature their latest technology, including this, D-Sys-P. What is D-Sys-P? Well, D-Sys-P is part of the new D-Sys suspension line. There's also D-Sys-A, D-Sys-C, and D-Sys-X, which is underneath the Wang U9 electric supercar, which I gotta tell you, I'm very excited to see. But D-Sys-P is the one underneath the Wang U8. It is in hydraulic suspension. Yes, hydraulic, not an air suspension. D-Sys-P also works with the driver assistance system, specifically the cameras and LiDAR mounted at the top of the Wang U8 to scan the road ahead and assess the situation and adjust the stiffness and ride height, as well as the drive mode accordingly. What you see beside me is the E4 architecture. That's the powertrain that works in tandem with D-Sys-P underneath the Wang U8. It's a quad motor powertrain. As you can see, there are 2 motors mounted in the rear and 2 motors mounted in the front. Those make a total of 880 kilowatts, around 1,200 horsepower. This is a unique opportunity to get a look underneath the skin of the vehicle and see how these dual motors are mounted. This is the front end. In between is the differential. There are locking diffs front and rear. Up in front of those, or rather in the middle of the 2 motors back here, is the control unit for the entire E4 system. It's through the E4 system that the Wang U8 is capable of doing things like, for example, if a tire bursts while driving on the highway, the system will be able to keep the car going straight under those extreme circumstances. Here's an example of the D-Sys-P system at work. As you can see, the Wang U8 has driven up onto this ramp, so in theory, this vehicle should be a little bit cockeyed, right? But if you'll notice, perfectly flat. That's because the D-Sys-P system has adjusted the height of the 2 wheels in order to make sure that you are perfectly even. And now we get to see the E4 architecture in action. The challenge is thus, that Wang U8 needs to pull out of the space forward and then parallel park in this 6-meter long space. Now, that wouldn't be that challenging normally, except for the fact that it doesn't really have a lot of room to maneuver. Remember, that thing's also 5.3 meters in length and 2 meters wide. It would be extremely difficult and take a very long time unless you had the E4 architecture. And there we go, easy as that. Now we're gonna check out another parking method that doesn't eat your tires quite so quickly. That's the automatic parking system for the Wang U8. Now, it has valet mode. That's not a new thing, but what does seem to be new about the system is the fact that once it's chosen a parking space, you can essentially just walk away and let the car park itself. You don't have to open an app and hold the button down. You don't have to stay inside of the car. Once it's chosen a space, it takes care of everything. Meet the Wang U8 Super Light. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is the E4 concept car. This thing is meant to illustrate what the E4 architecture is capable of. In order to illustrate that, they have removed two pretty important systems. First, all of the braking systems. So there are no calipers, there are no discs in this thing, front or rear. There's also no steering column, which means there's no physical connection between the steering wheel and the drivetrain. Now, in the normal Wang U8, there is a physical connection. Why have they done all this? Well, they've done it in order to show that they can control the car just using the 4 electric motors. So they will be able to turn the vehicle using the difference in torque between the two wheels, and they will then be able to brake the vehicle using the electric motors as well. What we're seeing now is another technology that BYD is hoping to bring to production soon, and that is handprint recognition to open your vehicle. You've probably seen other vehicles where you can scan your face and get into the car, or use your phone as an NFC card. This is different. Instead, I just take my hand, because I'm already registered in the system, and there you go. Vehicle is unlocked, and I can get in. I'm behind the wheel of the Denza N8 SUV, and I'm going to illustrate for you their new, how should I put this, play system, I guess. What I'm looking at right now is an optional steering wheel that has what looks like game controller configuration on it. And what it does is it allows you to control the racing game on the screen. Now, that's not a new thing. The Tesla Model 3 and other Tesla owners have been doing that for years. But what they've done is they've allowed the steering column to be disconnected from the steering system when you're playing games like this. That means that it won't actually turn the wheels when you're driving the car and, you know, add wear. It never seems to end with the U8. There's yet another feature that I need to talk about, and that is the optional drone system, the drone base. If you look on top of the car right there, that is the drone hangar. As you can see right now, the drone is going to land on that base. That top then closes. Within that system, it can charge the 3 batteries the drone is equipped with and swap batteries automatically when it runs out of power. This was co-developed with DJI. That's going to do it for today at the BYD Dream Day Tech event. Again, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can see when we release our reviews of a lot of these cars, including the U8.